Let me ask you something. Have you ever put on your headphones, laid on your bed, stared at the ceiling, and suddenly realized you weren't here anymore? Your body stayed in the room, still and quiet, but your mind traveled somewhere else, to a place where you said the perfect words, where people finally understood you, where you felt confident, loved, and in control. And for a few minutes, everything felt okay. If that sounds familiar, you're not broken, you're not lazy, and you're not crazy. You might be experiencing something called maladaptive daydreaming, and it's something no one really talks about. Maladaptive daydreaming is when imagination becomes more than imagination, when it turns into a coping mechanism, a private world your brain creates to escape the realities of life, a world where every outcome is under your control. It becomes a safe place. So you replay old conversations, but this time you win. You imagine future moments where you're finally prepared. You build entire stories in your head with music playing like a movie soundtrack. And you do this because real life feels heavy. Real life comes with rejection, unanswered messages, unsaid words, pressure, and the fear of failing. But inside your mind, you control the ending. These imagined moments might bring temporary relief, but they never solve the root cause of the problem. Let me tell you a small story. There's a person who sits down to study. The book is open, the phone is face down, and he's ready. 5 minutes later, he's not there studying anymore. He's imagining a conversation with someone who hurt him. Except this time, he's calm, strong, and unshakable. 10 minutes pass, then 30. The book is still open, the page never turned. And when he finally came back to reality, he felt tired, guilty, and behind, not because he did nothing, but because he lived another life in his head. According to psychology, this happens because your brain is trying to protect you. Daydreaming becomes a coping mechanism, and when life feels unsafe, the mind builds a world where nothing can hurt you. But here's the hard truth, that world doesn't heal you, it only delays the pain. The more time you spend escaping, the harder it becomes to return. And maybe the scariest part is that you start loving that imaginary version of life more than the real one. But real growth, real confidence, and real peace don't happen in your head. They happen in uncomfortable silence, in unfinished conversations, and in small, messy steps forward. Here's the good news, your imagination isn't your enemy. It's powerful, creative, and alive, it just needs a new direction. Instead of using it to escape, use it to create. Write. Draw. Build. Speak. Take one tiny action in the real world, even if your voice shakes and even if it's imperfect. Because every time you choose reality, you teach your brain that it's safe to stay. You don't need to live inside your head to be okay. You don't need perfect responses or imaginary victories. You are allowed to exist exactly as you are, here, now, breathing. And the moment you stop escaping is the moment your real story begins. Stay. You're needed here.